Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Timeline Tuesday. We're finishing Twilight Princess today. I'm super excited for that. And then I'm going to take a week or two break from these timeline videos so I can get to some other stuff. I've got my Skyward Sword guide going on right now as well, which is taking a lot out of me. Make sure it's not too bright. There we go. Turn the brightness down. Okay. Let's go. Let's get into this. How is the audio, everybody? Let me know down in the chat. How's everybody's week going so far? All right, Ian, what's up? No, we're getting onto this Sonic and Tails fan. I want to get this game over with. I've got a little extra work to do today, so. Gwendolyn, I'm doing well. Haley, to be honest with you, I've only watched the skateboarding portions of the Olympics, and it was only the highlights. It wasn't great. It's not great so far. We still have Vert left over. Gosh, where does the spear come from? Like, I haven't seen him yet, Ian. Let me see. I've got my Twitter open right now. It does look a lot better, actually. I don't know. I wasn't expecting much from those games, but I do want to pick them up because I never got a chance to play them. Yeah, Bergerson, what's up? Welcome. And I know, like, everybody that's going to be playing online is going to go over there, so I really want to get in on the action. Haley, I didn't watch it. Oh, no, you know what I did see on Twitter was that they, during the opening ceremony, they had Kingdom Hearts music playing, I believe, which is epic. The Olympic Coliseum music. Yes, this is it. It's a short one, that's for sure. But it is a great final dungeon. Can I pop the spin attack off, please? I wish I had full hearts right now. It would make this a lot easier. Okay, we're done. I have some soup, but I don't want to drink it just yet. Ooh, Son Goku, that's a good tip. Thank you for that, because I will definitely use that in my guided series once I get there. Triforce guy, are you starting to get back into Animal Crossing? That's what's up. We're gonna go around this way. We'll grab a piglet. Number 1 Hylian, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming out today. Ugh. It's like the worst spot. Have him fall over too. Oh. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Bucko. On the road again. Okay. Throw myself off of that thing. Pull out the ghillie. That was a waste of arrows. If I'm not mistaken, this one and this one, and that one. And he's still trying to hit me from all the way over there. Boy, he's tripping. Did we not get him? Or is it the other way? There we go. I guess I just didn't lock onto one correctly. Gwendolyn, your birthday's on Friday this week, but you're having it tomorrow because your mom has work on Friday. Well, happy early birthday. Got the dungeon map. Please? No? Okay. That works too. Need this. I don't know why it cleared the leaves all the way back there. That was kind of funky. And now into the graveyard. This is supposedly where Hero of Time was buried. I need to blow that up. Or at least the cursed swordsman. I want to believe that that's the Hero of Time. My birthday is in March. Okay, got that. This is completely unnecessary to come back here, but I like to do it. It's a cool little area. And there's goodies. Number 1 Hylian, yes. Have you played it before? Yeah, like Cap said, it's not definitive, but you can only make assumptions. Come on. Fill that bad boy up. Stop the rain. Game over, Jesse. What's up? Or Greg. Sorry. My bad. What's up, Greg? Oh, Greg is here. Oh my gosh. Seriously? The rain started again. I was too slow. Greg is always with us. Just stop farting around. I was about to say, did it start again? Please don't start again. Thank you. Thank you much, rain. Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. Some other day. Okay, come on. Come on, statue. Don't worry about the Stoffos. Shh. Just go in your place. Ah. Next. Gosh darn it. Oh, that's the scene you were talking about, Haley. I thought it was something that I did. Okay. Got that. Now we can go back. Get the heck out of here. Back there. Is it over here? Back this way. Here we go. Yeah, I think it's more of just a name reference with Mido. Haley, you can maybe try something like that. Start getting into fanficky territory, I guess. There's a key over there. Or, yeah, I got the key. We didn't really need it, but... Bye. Bye. That was kind of sweet. Like, started to do a jump attack and then instead did a spin attack. I didn't know you could interrupt it like that. Oh, can I get them all three? Oh, got them all three. All three of them. Jesus. Where's the music? There is no music in this area. I did. #1 Highland. We're playing through all the Zelda games in the timeline, and we're in the child timeline right now, so I already did the downfall timeline. Haley, no. This is the original experience, the way it's intended to be taken in, so I'm not going to put any music over that. Oh, come on. Is it 4 in a row? Man. Y'all better watch out. You're next. Ooh. Can you make it up that? No, I have to jump down from up there. Alright, come over here, grab the chain. Pull that chain, Link. Pull that chain, Link. And now time for a mini boss fight. Yep, we sure are. We went to it already. I just didn't read it. We went to the area. I didn't like go up and look at it or anything. Sorry, King Bublin. Is that what his name is? Pretty sure. Bublin. Sorry. Mispronounced it as per usual. Ooh. I wasn't supposed to. I was killing before we did that. There we go. Well, that's why we're getting Breath of the Wild 2. You know? Enough. He talks? What? Okay. It's hands down one of the better parts of this area, for sure. Coming through the castle and everything, I think that's one of the best parts about it, is fighting him for the last time. You know what? He like jumps down from the air and everything. But what if he was like Loki and he's just sitting there in a perpetual fall ever since we knocked him off the bridge for the last time? No, are you? You gotta be joking, dude. That is one reason why I hate the automatic jump off ledges. Not like it's that far. I've been falling for out. Yeah, exactly. Like Zant punished him, so he's just like, oh, you failed me again? Are you serious? Okay, you're gonna fall for hours or days in this sense. Okay, we got 2 keys. One's completely optional. And actually, you can make it to where you can just go up there faster and not have to deal with another key that's up there inside the castle. I don't want to refill yet. Oh, I'm going to collect the hearts in these boxes around the area first. Hopefully. Get out of here. If everybody could, remember to leave a like on the stream. Helps them out a lot. Makes it so that they come up and recommended and everything. Especially if you're enjoying yourself, please leave a like. Okay, I think we're good. I would love to have full health right now, but you know, it is what it is. Okay. More enemies. Come on, guys. Alphos. Yeah, the Divine Beasts were pretty bad, in my opinion. Compared to, like, dungeons, like, from this game or, you know, any of the past games, to be honest with you. The design is what made them bad. Not the puzzles or anything like that. It's just the overall aesthetic, because they all are the same. That's just how I feel about them. But they were going for, you know, making the overworld feel like a huge dungeon or a puzzle in that sense. I think I recall them talking about it in interviews or something prior to the game's release. That, and then all the mini shrines and stuff scattered throughout the area. But then again, those are really repetitive aesthetic-wise, appearance-wise. They're all just the same. They'd have changed it up at least a couple times. Ian, actually, now that you mention it, the start of Rudania with the darkness does take that one a little bit outside of that realm. But once you turn the lights on, it's like, oh, okay. They are a lot of fun to use in Age of Calamity, you're right. Just a little bit. I mean, I feel like they would have been better off making those divine beasts to where they represented the culture of each different race in Hyrule. So, like, they could have made it to where, like, the ancient Sheikah collaborated with each race to build their specific divine beast. And I think it would have went a whole lot better and would have been received a whole lot better. And then you even have a lore reason why, you know, like, oh, the ancient Sheikah and the ancient Gorons built Vah Rudania, and so on and so forth with the rest of them. But instead they just were like, no, we're just going to make it all Sheikah, because everybody... honestly, before then, that was a lot of people's theories was on the Sheikah tribe and not the Zonai tribe. It was all about the Sheikah. So I can see why Nintendo did that. They were just like, you know what? Everybody loves them so much, and they're so mysterious because we only ever got Impa in the other games, or Impaz in this one. There weren't very many Sheikah that were like known, at least. So now the Zonai have kind of taken that place of that mysterious tribe because we've all seen plenty of Sheikah in Breath of the Wild. Whoops. Let me do my helm splitter. Come on, duder. There we go. Whatever. A dark nut? What? Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Beta Archive. What's up? Welcome to the stream. And we got a chest. Ooh, Dark Nuts in Breath of the Wild 2. They better do it. They better do it. They better freaking do it. Ba-dum. Don't jump back down, because then you'll have to freaking light the other two torches down there. Right. Oh, well, actually. Which one do I want to go? I guess I'll go this way. What would they look like in Breath of the Wild 2? I don't know. They could... I mean, I guess if it's Ganondorf, they could have like Stalfos inside of them or something. That would actually be pretty cool to like intertwine the Stalfos and the Dark Nut into the same enemy. She's like raising dead soldiers and stuff like that, but then also at the same time you take them out and they reveal, or even a re-dead. That'd be pretty cool. They all look like Ganondorf, or like the mummified versions of the Sheikah. Son Goku, I really hope that they touch more on that and they just don't leave it flat with Breath of the Wild. I'm hoping something happens in Breath of the Wild 2 that shocks the sword, or maybe Ganondorf like gets a hold of something residual left over. Maybe gains enough power to where he's on par with Demise 100%. I don't know. Or unlocks his true potential or something. Boy. It's getting old. They should bring Navi back. Maybe if they were to do like a third Hero of Time game in between this one and Majora's Mask, they could probably do something like that. Over here, grab the heart. Haley, I don't know. They just until Nintendo comes out and starts making like side games with Zelda as a playable character, I don't know. But I hope if they do that, they call it The Legend of Link. And just have him as the damsel in distress. Oh, come on. I can get him before he flies back up. Oh, I am. Sweet. Thought that was going to go worse than it did. Ooh, Vati in 3D. Yeah, they either need to bring back another one of the older villains from the series or make an entirely new one after this. Number one, Hylian, I agree with you. I think they should have difficulty modes. Like Breath of the Wild, you can make it difficult, but I kind of feel like they should follow suit with other games and make a difficulty mode. For us, like veteran players, I know they have hero mode, but it would be really nice to have one right off the bat from the opening of the game. Maybe make it to where the AI is smarter in hard mode or something. Pure epicness right here. The whole gang came to save me. This would, Haley, going back to your video idea, this would be a really cool what if moment. Like, what if that fire arrow hit Link in the face and he died during this? You know, ultimately, it's Ganondorf would win. Hyrule would be doomed, but you could also have alternate situations, you know? Maybe Midna's able to actually take Ganondorf out. I don't know. Look, there's the big key. Not yet. We still have a whole other room to go through. A couple rooms, actually. We're almost there. We could just go through the door and start making our way up this way, but I'm not going to yet. Just wanted to unlock it. Use this extra key later. I wouldn't say they're lacking. Breath of the Wild's a great game. It just, you know, they were trying to change the formula so much that I feel like they lost some of the charm that the Zelda series has. But overall, like, that game can be difficult. Especially, like, say if you're doing a 3-heart run and trying to do certain things. Even the boss fights can be more difficult. It just depends on how you want to play the game. That's the really good thing about Breath of the Wild. Is that you can just sit there and play it however the heck you would like to. There's more chests in here, but I'm not going to take the time to get them all, to be honest with you. Oh no, we're not gonna skip that. I need to go back around the other way. Most of the chests, like there's a stamp, there's a Zelda stamp that I missed. A couple other things, just rupees and stuff. We're not gonna use them. We're beating the game. Skyward Sword 2, well, I kind of feel like that's, I mean, Breath of the Wild 2 kind of feels like it's going to be a spiritual successor to all the mechanics in that game, except for maybe the motion controls. Rip Miiverse, right, Ian? They add these things to the game and then Miiverse gets taken down. How long does anybody know, like, exactly how long Twilight Princess was even able to use those stamps for? What's this one? Whoop. Didn't mean to do that. Other two are traps. Choose, I believe. About a year. Wow. What a pointless, like, all those chests are pointless to collect now. They could have at least gave them a heads up and said, hey, we're going to be shutting down Miiverse in about a year. Maybe they didn't foresee it happening, but I guarantee you Nintendo had it planned out. It wasn't just a like, oh, we're, you know, on a whim. Shoot. I only wanted one of y'all. Yikes. Yikes. Not both of you guys at once. Not timing that right at all. What? Did I say jump attack or shield bash, dude? Ooh. You're making me mad now. I hate fighting two of these dudes at once. Dark Nuts are ridiculous to fight at the same time. Come on. Even though they're slow with their armor on. Finally got some armor off the second. Getting wrecked. What? I did a backflip, dude. His mace just so happened to catch me as I was... Take it slow. Back when they're posing themselves. See you later, Gwendolyn. March 2016, so not November. Still a year and a half. Yeah, not very long. It was like, why even add those to the game if it's gonna, like, I don't know. If it's gonna be obsolete in less than a year, or in a year and a half, why? Dude. You're making me very... And then, of course, the other one comes up. Would you die already, please? You know, if you unequipped your boots, you'd be a lot faster. I feel like I should be wearing the iron boots just to make it even. Oh my gosh. No, apparently. What? Of course I roll right into him, kicking him in the face. Finally, it's an even fight. Let's do this. Not cool. You guys got to gang up on me. All those lost hearts have come back to me now. And then some. Is there another one here, please? No? Okay, thanks. Oh, maybe this is going to be the stamp. The rupee or stamp? Rupee. Not going to go get that, but I wanted to flip the switch anyways. Hey, yeah, that would be cool. Kind of similar to what, like Breath of the Wilds? Kind of have done it. I should have gotten the magic armor. I don't really need it. I have plenty of hearts. It would have been a waste. I mean, it's cool to get, but you can use a potion as well, I think, to protect you. Something like that. What does it do? Double damage? I can't remember. Somebody knows. Let me know. Excuse me. Thank you. Follow the dead bodies. Or the ghosts. Ghosts. Almost didn't make that. All right, let's go. Yeah, there you go. The fairy tears. Full health, magic, double attack damage until you take damage. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Make you gold or whatever. I don't normally use potions. That's why I'm not too familiar with them. Skyward Sword's about the only game that I've ever used, like really utilized the potion system. Big time. It's for sure a nice looking set of armor though. All of a sudden Link's like pulls the Master Sword. He's like, I have the power of Grayskull. Super simple. There it is. One more Dark Nut fight. Look at that sword though. Yeah, it is, but like you said, only a couple are useful. But being able to upgrade them is awesome. I wish they'd have done that in other games. Was not registering at all. Take that armor off. Get naked. It's so epic. Okay, now use that key. Not that I need any of this junk in here. I feel like it would have been better to have like a crazy shield like the mirror shield or some type of different sword that you could use during the boss fight in here. Do I think TP Link accidentally married this game? No. I think this version of Link ended up with Ilya. Oh shoot, I need my bottle. Yeah. This is what Ocarina of Time Link would have wanted. He's like, here, raid the castle, steal all of the treasure chests. Right? How do you... I mean, the only time you can say that that Link has accidentally married someone is like Princess Ruto, and in that case, he like accidentally got engaged, not married, right? Or she just assumed. I don't know. The Zora have weird traditions. It's like the same thing with Breath of the Wild Link, like her giving him the armor is like a symbol of their love for each other or whatever. Normally they give it, the Zora women will give it to their soon-to-be husband or whatever. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what it says on the stone tablet. Yeah, you're right. It's only engagement. It's not a full-on marriage. Here we go. You know the hardest part about this entire boss fight, all 4 of the sections of it, is the freaking horse riding section. It's so bad. It is so bad. I'm sorry for anybody that really likes that section, but it is freaking infuriating and it's horrible. If the AI for the horse would have been a little bit better, but the fact that Link gets knocked down so easily and it like takes so long for him to get back up on his horse, and Zelda has the worst aim in the world. Rick, ignore chat for the whole fight. I'll be okay. If we die, I'll be really sad, but I don't think that will happen. I have a fairy too, just in case, and some soup. It'd be pretty pathetic of me, though. How amusing. Very well, deny me then. I wonder if at some point in development they like had Zelda like, you know, with her arms out and everything, up in the middle of the Triforce. It would look so much worse. G-pose. Be up there looking like Jesus. So goofy, dude. Like, well, yeah, but they all, what I mean is like, she's like the physical embodiment of that power. So like this Zelda has the power from the Triforce of Wisdom. But like they're gonna be a physical embodiment. It's very similar to Link and Ganon. And how's that power in them? At least, how could this even happen? I don't know. It's like him taking over the Master Sword or something. Like, how? How? He can touch Zelda, but I would think that going into her would be a little bit different. In this instance, I don't think so, because she gave the residual power that she had left to Midna, correct? I don't know if that necessarily strips her of her Triforce, like, piece of the Triforce or not, but... That's, Carl, you could be onto something there. I wasn't even putting considering the fact that she gave part of her stuff to Midna. Yeah, that would make the most sense. Hug of death. Okay, here comes another part that I really suck at, is like catching Ganon. It's super easy, but I just have an issue with it. It's like the goats. I always have a problem with catching them. I just never time it right. Come on, big pig boy. Why'd you have to copy me? Going all fours, huh? Oh, see? Look, I already did it. Where's it gonna pop out from? Sorry for spinning the camera. Oh. Please be one of these. Be that second one. What? I pushed it. Please don't be that one. There's another part where he just comes down from the ceiling, too. How did I know that was going to happen? You can use your bow right here. I've always just done this and grabbed it. Never had to use it. Let me see. Just throw them over. Learn something new every day. You can literally just shoot him, huh? Well, if I would freaking lock onto the darn guy. Oh. Oh, you can. Wow, I didn't know that. I've always just done it as Wolf Link. Imagine Ganon is the goat. Would you like... He still slides into you though. Sorry about that. That might have been loud on the mic. Goat Ganon. I wonder if it'd do more damage if I actually use bomb arrows in this section. When's this boy gonna start getting wise? Probably right now. Oh, yep. There he goes. And that was actually a pretty spicy dodge too. Like he just freaking levitated, disappeared. Pretty quick for being a big old pig. Be the goat. Lip the goat. This. Go. Oh, look, a fairy. Probably shouldn't have done that, but just gonna prolong this a little bit. I was just... I wasn't facing him right. What I get for doing side hops. Not holding B or A down. This is the last one though. You can tell because he's coming at me every 5 seconds. Can we not, please? Like... Thank you. And you dead. Goodbye, Goat Ganon. This game is in the child timeline. Already completed the adult timeline. GG, goodbye, Goat Ganon. Oh. Speaking of which, there we go. We got our answer. From earlier. Her powers restored. Princess, hi. Or sorry. My bad. We did the downfall timeline already. Sorry about that, Ian. I get those mixed up all the time. I'm just thinking adult Link. When I think about that. It's just the way my stupid brain works when I'm playing video games too. So, you know. We're doing the adult timeline next, is what I meant to say. We're not there yet. We'll be there after one more game. We get Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, and Spirit Tracks left. And then Breath of the Wild. Get him, Midna. That is funny. Every game in the adult timeline has a child protagonist. That is pretty funny. Not even close to the same age as Ocarina of Time Link. Not even close. Compared to, you know, later or different iterations in other timelines. Okay, here comes the worst part. I'm gonna probably be kind of frustrated here. Worse than what just happened. But after that, it's all smooth sailing. Oh no, Hyrule Castle. That's okay, it will be rebuilt later. They'll fix it. A lot of people, when I've referenced one of my videos where I referenced Hyrule Castle, and I think it was like comparing Twilight Princess to Breath of the Wild, and like everybody's like, oh, but it gets destroyed at the end. It's like, if you watch the end credits, it gets rebuilt. So crazy. Same. I was so upset. So freaking upset. Looking back on it now, though, I think it would have made it a little more interesting. And then she like comes back as like a spirit. But you know. Son Goku, you are correct. Ooh. Come on. See? There we go. Already freaking getting knocked off the horse. Bye, Ganon. And then he's gonna turn around, you know, because we can move so easily on the horse. And he's gonna smack me off. Best to stay away from him when he does that, though. Just a careless fool. Here he comes again. And going around me. Dude. Boy. Those guys are the worst. One hit and everything. Take you out. Zelda, you really need to practice at the target range. He was right there. You had him. Now we failed. Now we failed because you took too long to shoot the stinking arrow. I wish they would have given you more control over when she actually fires. That would have been really nice. worst aim out of all of the versions of Zelda. Alright, here we go. Almost there. Get him. Get him. We're right on him. Get him. Come on. He's like, oh, hold on. I gotta wait for it to charge. Finally. Ooh, I was about to say. I was about to get so mad if I would have got flung off the horse, but I didn't. We're good. I feel like if they would have just added what is it? ZR or just the R button to be able to pull back the bow as Zelda while you're on the back of the horse, it would have worked really well. And then just had her auto aim by locking on. Then you could control the timing. It would have fixed that. They could have also done with like your horse automatically following when you lock on, but I don't know how that translates into coding. I don't even know if it was possible back then for them to do stuff like that. Good boy. Actually got one in on me, huh? Probably gonna get me. What? My sword just was like going through his cape like it was nothing. I don't know. This old boring way. I guess. Oh. Did you fall? What happened? Well, what happened? Look at my friggin' sword's going right through him. What is that? It's just like, no, you can't attack him right now. Even though you're totally in his blind spot. I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, I think it was. Yep. He still checks it out. The demise fight, I feel like, is a lot more complicated than this fight. Only because of the controls, really. You did. He's still mostly alive. And he's dead. It's like just that little bit sent him over the edge. There's the light spirits. Ganondorf, what was that? That got me thinking, what if Breath of the Wild Zelda had what was the remnant of Ganondorf's power? What do you think? I don't know. I think she somehow tapped into the Triforce towards the end of the game and tapped into that power that I was talking about that each version of Zelda has the ability to do. That was once the goddess Hylia's. That's why she was praying at the springs, was to unlock her sealing power. That, you know, she's praying at the same springs the Zelda from Skyward Sword did. Midna's back. Yay! And she's beautiful. Hey, she grew 3 more feet. That's it. That's the end of the game. We're going to let the credits roll. Thank you all for coming on this journey with me. It's been fun. It's been filled with grave mistakes, but we made it through nonetheless. Just like our other playthroughs. You know, these are more laid back, goofy. When I do them live, it's really hard for me to do things correctly, and I always get the worst luck. So being able to take my time with the game and actually learn all that there is about it over again, especially because I've played this game so many times since its release. It's just, my memory is very fickle, and I play a lot of freaking video games, so it was fun though. I won't forget it. This is more memorable. All these games have been more memorable playing them here on stream and going through them. I think, shoot, I've played Skyward Sword more times in the last year and a half than I have since I first played it back in 2011. Normally I'll go through a Zelda game and I beat it once and then it sits on the shelf. But ever since I started this channel and everything, I've gone through many of these games several times now, so the only couple that I ever really went back to after beating them were Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and Wind Waker, really. Now Breath of the Wild, of course. But games like this, I played it once, twice, you know, for the HD, and maybe 3 times tops. But like I said, my memory's fickle. I probably have played it more than that since its release, but how do you get Epona in Breath of the Wild? The Super Smash Bros. Link amiibo or the Twilight? I think it's the Twilight Princess Link amiibo also can give it to you. And if you're talking about Link's horse in the trailers, it's a random horse. It spawns all over the map. A lot of people think that it's rare. It's not really rare, but I just think it's a random horse. I don't think it's Link's horse from the trailers, but I think you can. There is a way that you can get like that same exact horse at the end boss fight if you don't register a horse throughout the entire game, and that's a lot of the time what people go on about. But it's not like the Royal White Stallion that has an actual side quest to it, and there's like definitive information like, oh, this horse is of that bloodline from Zelda's horse 100 years ago. Right? There's too many games. That was the point of this big timeline thing, is to go back through all these older titles that I haven't played in a while. Like I said, this is the first time that I've 100% cleared this game since its release on the Wii U. Like, the HD version. I think I had played it up to the City in the Sky, and then I stopped playing. So. Wind Waker I played all of, though. I love that stinking game. I love this game, too, but there was so much Breath of the Wild hype going on back then. Nintendo left a pretty bad taste too with the delay, like coming out with that with the Twilight Princess trailer or whatever. Do I think Nintendo will re-release Link Between Worlds in 2023? I don't know. I feel like 3DS games and DS games could work on the Switch if they just had them like side by side. But then you're taking away from docked mode. I don't know how they would do that in docked mode. They'd have to change the game up completely. It's very similar to what they did with Skyward Sword HD and the button controls. But I don't know. I think that's going to be one of their biggest issues with porting TPHD and Wind Waker HD over, is that they utilize the second screen on the Wii U, and they're going to have to default back to how it used to work, and I don't know what that entails. It could be really easy for all I know. But I'm sure that reworking those back into the game would be more time consuming, you know, than just simply porting the game over. I mean, you've got your items and your map down there, right? On the touchscreen. It's not too reliant on it, but it is for in terms of like switching out items, which I really like being able to have the second screen and switch out items. It like a lot of, I think the main issue is like they thought that it was breaking immersion, but I feel like hitting a button to press start breaks immersion more. I think the reasoning was like, oh, don't want you looking down at the screen or something. I can't remember. I think it was in an interview.
Again. Quite well. Sure.
Breath of the Sky. I kind of hope it doesn't have Breath of the Wild in the name. But I think we were talking about it on the Gamescast, and I think it will confuse people if they don't use that title. Like the average consumer, not us. It's not going to confuse us because we're all Zelda fans, but might confuse the average consumer. Maybe, but the Wii U version didn't have it in there. Maybe it was just because they had to pivot and they didn't want to have two different versions with two different features, and the Wii U version having more features than the Switch version. I don't know. Because the Switch version obviously has more features than the Wii U version, but vice versa, I think it would have been kind of funky. It's like, how come the outdated console gets more features? Yeah, you're right, Ian. It's got to be something completely obvious for story reasons. Either that, or like I was telling my wife last night, I don't think it's coming out Q1 of 2022 at all. We'll probably see it sometime in October or December of 2022 if it's gonna come out in 2022. Because like when Breath of the Wild came out, they showed a bunch of gameplay at E3 the year prior to, and then leading up to that, we got a bunch of coverage for it. Now we'd be getting something right now. You would think we'd be getting something right now. We'd at least have the subtitle by now. It would be really nice if they all of a sudden do that. Like maybe the Game Awards are just like, oh, it's coming out in March. Like, that would be epic. But such a beautiful scene. This game came out great for the remaster. She's gone. She left. She went home. The game's over. Okay, there's the Master Sword back in its pedestal. Everybody went home. And she's with Link. I'm just joshing. See her right now. Link's long lost love. Yeah, she's in Link's crossbow training. The only true sequel to this game. There he goes. And there's Epona. Farewell, Link. There's Hyrule Castle. I never know. Why do they have freaking long, crazy tongues like that? What is that about? Are they smoking on pipes? And they're almost naked. I never noticed that either. The one on the top, like, literally has one of her... This is her right breast almost fully shown. Master Game Hawk. Let's see. It's quarter 2. First sales. Just want to see what months, because I'm thinking October. I don't know if that. Quarter 2, April, May, and June. It's probably going to be quarter 4. Because you think about it, like April, May, and June, maybe April, but May and June, summertime, they're just not good points to be launching major titles like that. They want to make sure that they capitalize on their sales. So even if the game is done, let's say it's finished in like January, or like let's say that it's finished right now in quarter 2 of this year. They'll hold it off all the way until the holiday season. But, or like let's say that it does get finished in January, quarter 1 of 2022, and it goes gold, and they have, like, you know, all that kind of stuff. Like, they've got it finished, they've got a finalized game. I could see them holding it till like quarter 4 or quarter 3 or quarter 4, but quarter 4 for sure. October, November, and December are really big times of sale. No, we don't know the month at all. Just 2022. All right, well, that is the end of the game. Thank you all for coming. I had a blast. We're freaking perfect. Hour and 30 minutes. That is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Super excited to start up Four Swords Adventures and get on into the adult timeline after that. I'll catch you all on the next Skyward Sword episode. If you haven't been watching that and you need some help with the game, any tips and pointers, I'm still at the Lina mining facility. It's been slow moving with the guides, but trying to get there. If you are having trouble with it, go ahead and check those videos out. They are in my new video playlist and also my Skyward Sword 100% walkthrough playlist. See you all later. Have a wonderful Tuesday.